Yeah, he's okay. He's regained consciousness. He was in a bad way there for a bit, and he's awaiting a scan to check his head and neck. But the signs at this stage are that he'll be okay. He was talking to the doctor prior to getting into the ambulance, so it's precautionary, is what the medicals are saying at the moment.
Just on the game itself, then, what were your general thoughts on the way it panned out?
Well, we let ourselves down a few moments there. One of those tries we conceded from a scrappy kick. We got people walking in the background, which is, that was one try. Bounce pass in the other corner was a bit unfortunate. Then there was a play where he looked like he was held. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. So chasing points is difficult in games where the ruck was all over the place, and some critical moments in the game were influenced. Even at the back end there, we're chasing the game, and the player that doesn't get to his feet, laying on the ground, ends up retrieving our offload when we're right in front of the post. There's a stoppage of play when we've made a break and we're about to score on the next play, and we have a 2-minute stoppage, 5-minute stoppage, and then the player passes his HIA. We let ourselves down in a few moments, but there was a huge amount of spirit there in the second half. I thought we were trying to overcome absolutely everything, including a drop goal that didn't go through. The kicker and his mates are all laughing that it didn't go through. They were getting ready for a 20-metre restart, 7 tackles.
Is that what your players have said as well, that on that drop goal, that it didn't go through?
Everybody has said it didn't go through, except the decision makers.
Does it confuse you as to how they've managed to get to that call?
A couple of players in the opposition said it missed by a couple of metres. Sometimes they're difficult, when you look over the goalpost and you're not sure if it's a high kick, but in the end, we had opportunities. But some days it's hard to overcome all of those things.
Does it feel at times like you're almost banging your head against the wall, certainly with the ruck speed and stuff like that? I know it's been a constant.
They've acknowledged that there needs to be a shift, but that was in round 8 at the coaches' meeting, so they're just going to wait till maybe the pre-season to start getting the player to play the ball properly, to get to his feet and imitate putting his foot on the ball, which allows then the markers a chance to get square. It's just a complete lucky dip. I'm sure. I see other coaches' press conferences. They're all guessing the same guess.
Did that the start of the second half, when you've got a man advantage, did that feel like a bit of a missed opportunity, not getting a try at that point?
Yeah, but again, they were tactical with those moments. They were slowing the game down with kicking into touch while they had 12 men, which probably negated the ability to make him fatigued in that period. So, I thought for energy we had them. We're coming to get them, and we had plenty of spirit and fight there at the back end. But a couple of those situations were just undone by things out of our control.
And just finally from me, I know you're not one to particularly look at the table, but does that feel like a blow in that race for the playoffs now?
Oh, every loss this year has felt like a massive blow, and every loss ever in my life will be a massive blow. But certainly, it was going to be a long way from home, and that makes it a bit harder. But mathematically, we're still right in the picture.
Is it going to take 4 wins from 4 to make sure of the top 6 because of the other teams around you as well?
Well, I'd imagine so. I haven't looked at who plays who and all that stuff, but I'd imagine that'll be the case. You usually need to get one more win. If you get to 14 wins in the 27-round competition, you get there. But we just need to get one next week first.